I'm Nova SC, and due to the staggered nature of my uploads, you wouldn't have noticed that I haven't actually casted anything for over 2 months. Well, a month and a half or so, so not nearly 2 months. I am in the bottom right hand corner. I am Nova, here I am, and in the top left hand corner I have my opponent. He was a Diamond Zerg player named Black X. Really inventive name right there. And quite a contrast from what I have been uploading. The last time I commentated my games live in this fashion, I would have been around Platinum or High Gold. I can't actually remember, so long ago. And now I'm playing against the Diamond players. I am still in Platinum at this point in time, but being matched up a little bit because I am quite highly ranked in Platinum. How badass of me. So my builds have come on slightly. Have I brought up the name yet? Let's bring up the names. I've already done this so bad. I'm against Black Ace. I'm over in the bottom left. Right. Oh my gosh. Okay, right. So I've started with a depot. Obviously, my opponent is playing not cheese, which is fantastic. The amount of cheese that I've experienced ranking up as Terran has decreased. When I was in gold, I saw a lot of stupid temple-y sort of things. I guess they're not awful. It's just you can wall off. Why would people do that? Why would, I don't know. I have actually seen more people sort of metagaming my command center first sort of plays by 6-pooling, which is really annoying. Especially on they do it on 4-player maps, which is good. At least they're not blindly cheesing. They're going for some sort of strategy. It's better than losing for no reason. At least I thought about it slightly. So I've gone for a 15 command center. So this is quite a bit different to what I have been playing, and I've smartly walled off here with my barracks of 16. I love this map in that, as process I hate it, but I love this map being Terran because you can do this. You can, if Lings walked in then, 5 seconds into the barracks being built, I'd have a wall here, but I can still make this much more preferable wall while I'm constructing the barracks, which is really nice. And it's a nice warning sign just to keep Zerglings out. Why not? Hatchery coming in, and he's gone. I really should have been paying more attention. I think he went hatch gas pool, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I think he went hatch gas pool, and that's going to give him gas really quickly for speed, which is really nice. He's going to go for a speed build. A lot of Zergs have been taking 3 bases against me quite early, which is alright, because there's not huge amounts I can do about that other than burn the hatchery a little bit, singe the hatchery a little bit with Hellions. Because, spoilers, I'm actually going for Hellions. I've got 2 gas really fast. I don't go... What on earth? Maybe I forgot to get the gas or something. I usually get 1 gas and delay this for quite a while. The second one until maybe yeah, so I forgot the gas. I'm just appalled at myself with my lack of gas and remembering. Sorry, I've got a bit of a cold, apparently. I'm not speaking particularly well. So hopefully I'll be using this again around my normal sort of timing, which is just after I finished my initial Hellion production. He's still not taken a 3rd, which is going to be pretty good for him, because if he's on 2 base with lots of queens and static defense and stuff, he's not probably going to get static defense though. If he's on 2 base with queens, at least, I'm not going to be able to get much done unless I attempt to suicide all my Hellions in, which often doesn't pay off. 2 Hellions, the barracks is going to get a tech lab, 2nd barracks coming on in. I've learned from experience that if you don't get extra barracks nice and quick, you can die to roach wall-ins, which isn't nice because Hellions aren't particularly good against roaches, I heard. And mines help a lot, but they don't kill roaches in 1 shot, which would be ideal. Okay, so 2 Hellions coming on out, making a 3rd and 4th. He's up to 1-2. I could use the interface to work this out, but no, I'm going to count 3 queens, a 4th queen's down. I'm not going to do any damage to him, but at least my Hellions that I'm producing here can give me some map control, prevent him from spreading creep, etc, etc. Getting a starport, so yeah, this is quite good. This is quite good for me. At least I can drop those Hellions in my opponent's base to try and deal some damage. Now he's taking the third. I don't know how standard this is actually. It doesn't seem very standard. I'd have thought Zergs would get a much earlier expansion than this normally, but the guy is diamond, so he must know roughly what he's doing. He's got a lair at 7 minutes 30. I think that's sort of okay. I'm microing not fantastically, but okayly. Those could have helped out more. Those Hellions could have helped out a lot more. Now I'm microing slightly better. There we go. So I didn't lose all my Hellions, which could have happened, so I think on the bright side at least. He's got a third coming in. Do I know about it? Do I know about it? I absolutely do not. All I know about is a tiny bit of creep. I know he's got quite a few queens, at least, because he's got a lot of creeps already. I am producing the medevac to do harassment. I am producing stim, which is pretty good. I'm getting marauders, marines. I actually have as many marauders as marines, which I've stopped doing. You'll be happy to you'll be happy to know that nowadays I don't make more marauders than marines really early on, because marines are pretty good to get early on so that you can have gas to upgrade. Upgrades which I could have started a while ago. Yeah, I'm not doing this particularly well. I've got the reactor, 5 barracks, there we go. Now I'm going to try my harassment techniques. I still don't know about this, do I? I keep kicking the wrong thing, was it? No, I still don't know about that, which is quite bad on me. I think I sort of assumed that he had that, which is a bit of a bad thing to do. If he didn't have that, then I might want to be playing really defensively and expecting big all-in stuff. And that mine's going to do so much damage. Wait a minute, please do. Oh, what? I did quite okay. It killed 8 lings. That's not too bad. I morphed the Hellbats, which is quite cool. Dropped it again. Don't know what I was thinking. Now I've got my third coming on in a bit. Sort of late. It's in the right time to build a third. I would like to this about a minute earlier. I think I usually get it about a minute earlier nowadays. Some more gas coming on in. Only one engineering bay. I swear I get 2. Yeah, there's the second one. That's alright. So I'm gonna yeah, start producing 2 at a time eventually. I'm working on a few barracks. Got a few barracks, 5 barracks. Might consider a few more. Hellbats, marines, marauders, medevacs. So I'm going for a nice standard bio, but with the addition of Hellbats to thin those ling numbers. Against Musilisks, probably be wanting some mines because Hellbats don't really shoot up. He does have a spire, but I don't think he has any Mutilisks just yet. He's producing 2. Doesn't warrant me producing mines just yet though. I like producing the Hellbats because they give your army a lot more beef than mines, and they're quite a bit more reliable because mines have a habit of just doing nothing, shooting the wrong things, or not setting off at all, which is really annoying. So got 4 Hellbats, a few marines. Would like quite a lot more anti-air if he's producing Musilisks. How many has he got now? A few. Let's start using this units tab because I'm not retarded. 2. He has 2 Musilisks, so yeah, no need for huge amounts of anti-air just yet. I'm going for another drop. Could be problematic if he produces 11 Musilisks, which he is. So that's not going to do much. All I can really hope to achieve with that is delaying him from attacking me while I take this third, which is going to be really nice. He's not taking a 4th, which he probably could have done quite a while ago. He has definitely enough minerals to do that, so yeah, he spotted my medevacs, which is really nice, so he's going to be countering that drop with his Musilisks, which are flying around arbitrarily. I have my missile turrets in nice positions actually, I'm really happy with that. That is not going to get attacked. I got bunker 3 missile turrets, really nice positioning. That's going to stop my gas income a little bit, but never mind, that's really nice. Drop coming on here, definitely not missing that. I get a queen, I get a queen and lose all my units. I'm the medevacs. Oh, I get Mulus as well, that's pretty cool. So, I don't think that paid off, but killing the queen is just a nice bonus. He does have a queen there, he has another queen. That didn't work out too well at all. Never mind. Probably could be producing a lot more medevacs. I've only got 3 sitting on 3 at the moment. Upgrading, not as much as I'd like to be. Wow, if I look at my gameplay, I'm just not as good. I'm really not as good as Terran as I am as Protoss. I make way more mistakes as Terran. 3 more turrets going in. I'm being really responsible about defending my bases this time. He did have quite a few mutalisks. And on maps like this, if you just, when there's not many bases, well, I guess there's quite a few bases, but on 2-player maps generally, like, defending bases is really good. Because the less bases there are on the map, the more valuable they are. Turrets can be very good, builds can be very good, kills off a Mutalist for free, looking good. I pull back, which was sort of unnecessary. I probably could have kept on pushing in. Oh, this is going to catch a few Mutalists, hopefully. Oh my god, what is he doing? He lost like 6 Mutalists for no reason. Cool. He crossed my units, got to the other side, and then went all the way back again. Bit bad reactions from him. More medevacs coming on in. I really need to be producing out of this more. It's really important having medevacs. Probably could be doing with some Vikings as well, considering he has so many mutalisks. He really should be taking a third. I keep noticing this. He doesn't have a third. He should be expanding down the... Oh, good god. Good god, the lack of splits is just horrific. He wasted a lot of units though, which is at least a good thing. He expended a lot of units there, but I could have split a lot better. I think I must have been looking the other way, and I missed rally quite a few units there as well. Luckily, he still hasn't taken this third, which is really hard for me to pressure. So that's good for me at least. More barracks coming on down. 4th coming on in. I'm taking my 4th before he's taking his 4th. His upgrades aren't brilliant either. I can't hear any music, but that's just because I have the music really quiet, I guess, apparently. How many mutalisks now? He's got 22 mutalisks. This is going to be really tough. I really need some mines or something, so I need some splash damage. But all I'm sitting on is a bunch of marines and no Vikings, which isn't good. His mutalisks could probably kill me, as long as he doesn't run into these missile turrets for no reason. I'm coming to react a little bit. That's good. That's good. Sending all my mules to repair, defeating the purpose of the command center there. But I'm still alive. I'm still even on bases, which is really nice against the Zerg. Upgrades aren't coming as much as I'd like them to be. And keeping my minerals sort of low, that was, so again, not particularly good splits. Now I have 5 units I split, fantastic, and they're really good splits of 5 units. Massive damage, terrible pain. A lot of units going down there. I think it's control R to find out how many. 16. Could have been worse. I guess. That's always look on the bright side. Can't imagine how it'd be worse, but I'm sure it could get worse. There's his 4th base at a gold. It's gonna be really tough to stay in the game once he gets that saturated. So I'm gonna want to shut that down really fast. Gold base is really good for Zerg. Equally good for Terran, obviously, but it's harder for a Terran to secure the 3rd, that 4th. With their slightly slower units and all. Don't get me wrong, medevac's pretty damn fast, but not quite as fast as the Zerg composition here with 22 Banelings coming on in. That's pretty sweet. He has a damn fine army, and he's gonna look for a surround. If he gets a surround on my army, I'm just gonna die straight up. I just really need to shut this down. Luckily, I'm splitting him up a little bit. I'm taking. He's not dealing with it, cool. So I dropped a couple of Hellbats there, which is going to kill off a couple Queens. I split somewhat. That's a nice split. Not trading very good still. That's a very nice split. But he has too many mini-lists left over. Again, luckily he's not focusing on this drop down here, because that's doing quite a bit of damage. And I'm losing my medevacs again. I really need to be producing mines, but I'm still producing Hellbats. I guess I was in the... I was sort of... What's the word for this? There's a word for this. Tunnel vision. That's it. I think I had a bit of tunnel vision there, consistently producing the Hellbats. Relying on the Marines to help me out. 4 Marines at a time probably isn't going to cut it. Could do with a few more Vikings. I don't know, a second starport at least, so I can produce Vikings and Medivacs at the same time. I could do that anyway, but like producing 1 Medivac and 1 Viking at a time is pretty shitey. 20 more Banelings, 27 more Banelings, looking good. My 4th base is settling in. He's on 3 bases, of which this one isn't actually saturated, which is really nice. Now it's saturated. So I'm looking in pretty good shape actually. I think it feels pretty bad at this point because I kept losing my whole army, but I'm definitely winning the resource war. Hellbats are going to make a big difference against the Lings, but unfortunately the big threat here is the Mucilis. Good thing he's sending the Mutilisks in first. Splitting somewhat, trying my best, but Banelings are doing a hell of a lot of damage here. I'm definitely failing at splitting large numbers of units here. When it becomes 5 or 6 units, I'm splitting to 2 godly levels, but that's not really going to cut it in a game like this. We're at the 22-minute mark, and another 16 Banelings are coming in. Good thing I have that bunker there, which is actually going to be really helpful. I have a hell of a lot of mules here. I have 10 mules, 11 mules, so good thing he's not killing them, because my money is skyrocketing thanks to them. Bunker helping out a lot, preventing the damage quite a lot there. The mules all timed out, leaving me with 1500 minerals, because Terran is pretty damn fair. More Hellbats coming out from me, 10 Marines at a time, which is nice. But yeah, mines would be pretty helpful. I'm looking for splash damage. I'm losing my 3rd. My 4th is untouched, luckily. So we're still on even bases, amazingly, after this terrible loss of a 3rd. Now if he just shuts down this base, he would be ahead. If he killed this first, he probably would be ahead, but luckily I've had time to build turrets and things to slow him down. A lot of workers gone down. 38 workers gone down for me. Not good. But again, we're still even on bases, and he hasn't even saturated this gold base. So I'm still looking in pretty good shape, and my macro is a lot better than his. It seems he still just hasn't been producing units, even though he has all this money. I could be working on 3-3, I'm pretty sure. I'm at 2-2. Yeah, I have... Oh, I don't have any minerals. That's a shame. I've been producing a lot of Marines to kill the Mutilisks. I probably could have just been producing a few mines, and that would have saved me a hell of a lot of minerals, which I could be using on expanding and upgrading. So a few flaws from me. 22 more Banelings. He loves that number of Banelings. Exactly 22 every time. Maybe that's actually like a agreed upon number of the best number of Banelings to have in an army. I don't know, I don't actually play Zerg, so... Oh, a nice drop coming in here from me. 2 Medivacs wall, so I'm putting on quite a bit of pressure. I'm actually going to shut down this 3rd, and now he's on no mining bases. He's got no mining bases left, and he has 600 minerals. And he's trickling in these Banelings like an idiot, which is fantastic for me, and he's not trading particularly well this time at last. Again, I lose all my anti-air, so the Mutilis is going to reign supreme. But pumping out these Marines 9 at a time. And I just retreat, and he's got no mining bases, and has he been upgrading properly? He hasn't been upgrading properly, and this is a really tough situation for him to be in. I'm still not upgrading properly either, to be fair. Still not working on 3-3, what am I doing? But my macro overall is doing pretty good. 4th base, keeping me in this game, definitely. Without that 4th base, I probably would have died. I probably wouldn't have been able to keep that push going. Turrets back up, 3 turrets. Not particularly good against Lings, but my army is going to back them up pretty damn soon. And still no mining from him, and he's been spending those minerals completely unwisely, I think. When he definitely should have been using that 600 minerals he had a while to take a couple bases. Maybe use the Mulis to harass here, pull me back a little bit, but yeah, he really needs to bide time, which he is doing pretty well, to be fair. Can't find any units to kill because they're all here next to my army. The Banelings have nowhere to go and trade terribly inefficiently, killing 1 Marine, and he taps out. It's a really nice game. It was quite back and forth as well, and I definitely would have lost if if it didn't come down for me sniping at least a couple of bases. So it was a really close game, really cool one. I hope you enjoyed that. I won't play with the camera too much. I'll see you later, goodbye!